Hi, beautiful. I'm back. How are you since the last time I've sent you a video? I'm here today to talk to you about embracing. A lot of the times we want to take and think of embrace as a hug or embrace the good or the things that we like. But truly, in this time, we have to sit back and learn how to embrace everything, the good, the bad, our past, our likes, our dislikes. Because the more that we sit up and learn how to embrace, the better we are going to become. Everything is needed, whether we like it or we don't. Life doesn't come with A to Z blueprint for success. When we go through trials, tribulations, or we have had trauma, we've had losses, a lot of the times it's really, really, really hard to embrace how that's going to fit into the puzzle or how that is going to aid in us becoming all that we are meant to be. One of the biggest things that I had to learn how to do while healing was embracing the hurt, embracing the pain, embracing the process. Because, like it or not, it was my reality. And the more that I looked past it, shelved it, ignored it, the more I stayed in bondage, the more I stayed in guilt, the more I could not forgive, the more I did not like this person or I did not like that person. But once I was able to embrace the fact that it happened for me and not to me, the better I was able to take those ouches, the better I was able to sit down and say, that I did not deserve that. But the reality of it is, I've had it. I faced it. I overcame it. I dealt with it. Looked it in the mirror. I tell people all the time, I called a spade a spade. That way, I can go through the process of dealing with how it made me feel, take the good, discard the bad, forgive, love anyway, and move on. Because what we tend to ignore in a lot of things in life is while you're going through your process, so is the next person. And because you may be in a better or a healthier place, does not excuse away other people's actions. But you also come to a point where you can see the God in them anyway, love them anyway, forgive them anyway, in spite of who or what they are, how much trauma they have caused, how much they have been a hindrance in you becoming who you're supposed to be. We are constantly evolving, whether it's for the good or whether it's for the bad. I talk a lot about choices. We have a choice in everything. We make a gazillion choices a day to stay in bed, what to wear, what to eat, how to dress, which route to go, how late to stay at work, if I'm leaving early, interacting with friends and family, taking a phone call, sending that email, and the list goes on and on and on. But it's very imperative not just to embrace all aspects of your life, you have to embrace the people. I tell people all the time, forgiveness does not mean I give you the space to mistreat me. My forgiveness does not dictate the fact that I have to be in your presence for you to use or misuse or abuse me. And that does not mean that I doesn't do not love you. What it means is I have strict boundaries. I'm guarding my heart. I'm guarding my mind. In order for me to become and continue to do the work that I do, I have to be very selective about the people that I let into my inner circle, because at the end of the day, I am human and you are as well. So when you change your circle, it does not mean that you don't love somebody. When you no longer talk to somebody, and that might be just for a season, but that season could have passed. Everybody is not meant to go to where you're going. And because we have a difficulty embracing the fullness of what somebody was meant for, whether it was a lesson, a season, a lifetime, and this is not just on relationships, this is not just on finances, this is across the board. This is from our parents, our siblings, our friends, our associates, our workplace, our church, anything and everything that you can think of. You have to find a way to embrace it for what it is meant to be. We have a bad habit of putting expectations on things and people and places. And when those expectations are not met, we're devastated, we're heartbroken, and we just cannot believe that somebody did XYZ. But at the end of the day, did we embrace them for what they could bring to the table? Did we embrace that job for the season that it was there for? And how good were you at managing? How well did you steward that time with that friend, with that relationship? How well did you allow you to be embraced? How was your mouth? What was the words that you were saying? Were you acting compassionate? Were you walking in the fruit of the Spirit? Was you loving on people? Was you letting your light shine in a dark place? Was you bringing chaos, strife, envy, pain to the situation? Or was you being that calm, loving, compassionate, nurturing, welcoming place of peace for people? It's a give and take. You cannot walk through life in a bubble. Life is going to hit you, whether you wanted to or not. The word says each day will have its trials and tribulations, not some days. And it's how you look at it, it's how you perceive it, it's how you choose, the lens you choose to look at life through. I tell people all the time, I look at life through a completely different lens, and I don't expect people to understand all the time the peace that I have, the joy that I have, the happiness that I have, especially when they know my story, especially when they know where I came from and what I've dealt with over my life. But it's always a choice. I have chosen over the years to embrace it all, because I couldn't be the woman I am. I couldn't be the mother that I am. I couldn't be the friend that I am. I couldn't be the worker that I am. I couldn't serve the way that I serve. I couldn't do the way that I do. I couldn't be present the way that I am. I couldn't show up and just be, had I not taken the time to embrace all of me and all that was given and dealt to me. It all played a part in a greater scheme, in my purpose, in my walk, in the things that I do in life. So, that being said, I just encourage you in your private time to start embracing the good, the bad, the ugly. So you become more peaceful, more joyful, be able to love more, be able to forgive more, be able to give more. And to God be the glory. He loves you, and so do I. Until the next time we come together, I hope this encourages you. I hope this lifts you up. I hope it gives you something to think about, but I also hope that you use this to help you process and see it is greater on the other side. I love you. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.